Hi gang, this is Mike G from Mr. G TV and MrMikeGarner.com. Just out and about getting some bits and pieces, talking to you about some of my life experiences that, when you consider them, might be of value to you. So I've just been to Bangkok, and on the way back with some friends we stopped at a coffee shop that I don't normally go to because I don't normally go to Bangkok, and ordered what I always order, which is a cappuccino ban. Now, cappuccino is a well-known word, but over in Thailand here they call it capo, but I think I actually used the word cappuccino because we'd had a long journey, I was tired, and I just say what I normally say. And cappuccino ban means cappuccino smoothly, and you mix it with ice, and it's beautiful. And when my drink arrived, it looked very white and milky, and I thought, oh, they've given me a latte, not a cappuccino. A latte is very milky and frothy, and that's what it looked like. And I had a straw, and I had a go at it, and I thought, that's very, very weak coffee. That doesn't taste right at all, but I don't like to complain. Different coffee hubs make it differently, and there was 4 of us. We got back into the minibus and we carried on the journey, and my mate John said to me, he said, what have you got, Mike? And I said, well, it's very, very weak coffee. It tastes weird. And he said, it doesn't look like coffee to me, it looks like a coconut smoothie. And the minute he said that, I thought, yeah, that's a coconut smoothie, and that's why it doesn't taste like coffee, which is obvious, and that's why it's white. All obvious, but because I'd predetermined that I was going to have a coffee, it didn't compute, even though I'm extremely mindful, that it would be anything other than I expected. And that's the lesson. Our expectations shift our experience. They actually shift our mental, emotional, spiritual, and even our physical experience. Having labelled my drink in my hand as coffee, cappuccino, capo, to sip coconut, it just tasted like wrong coffee. Now, if someone said, there's your coconut smoothie, Mike, I'd go, that's lovely. Do you understand what's happened there? Now, let me ask you. That was a lesson for me, and I teach this stuff, and I always like to teach from my own experience, and we're all fallible. Nothing special about me. So, our in-the-moment experience can be tampered with based on our expectation. It's like when friends let you down. Do they really let you down, or are they just being what they are? It's our expectation that they shouldn't let us down. It's our expectation that they should come up to our expectations, and when they don't, we get disappointed. But it's our fault, because it's our expectations, it's not their reality. It's our expectations, it's our reality. Like that coconut smoothie, which was perfectly nice once I'd realised it was a coconut smoothie, but expecting it to be a coffee just messed with my senses, and it shifted my reality in the moment until my pal John said, that's coconut. And it was obvious. So when we have friends who maybe do what they do, why are we surprised? It's rather like stroking a lion, and because we're stroking a lion, not expecting it to bite us, because lions bite people, and angry people are quick to argue and create conflict and challenge, and alcoholics behave like alcoholics, and gamblers behave like gamblers. What do we expect them to behave like? How many times have you not realised that you can't change people? They are what they are, and if somebody shows you their true colours, don't try to repaint them. If they want to change, then maybe they'll change for you, but definitely not because of you. I'll say that again, it's powerful. People might change for you by setting a good example for them, but they won't change because of you. You can't change people. I can't get my clients to change unless they want to change, unless they're prepared to do the change work themselves. Even with the hypnosis, people can resist. Hypnosis is a consent state. Being in control is all about you gaining control and the other person gaining control. You will never control somebody else. You might be able to short term get them to shift a little bit, but unless they want to maintain that, they'll always go back to being what they are. Like the coconut smoothie was never going to taste like my cappuccino ban. Think about that and what I'm saying here. And if you're not happy with your partners, if you're not happy with your jobs, if you're not happy with your career, your work or lack of work, then it's your expectations. And when you change your expectations, change your mindset and think differently about it, more positively, more maturely, and take responsibility, which is the ability to respond, responsibility. Just maintain awareness of what is the reality of what you're faced with based on your five senses: touch, taste, sight, sound and smell. And maybe it's time to check the label on your friendships, on your friends. Check the label on your purchases that you're disappointed with. What did you pay? See, we've just stayed in a hotel, and by booking.com it should have been quite magnificent. I got what was called the Queen's Suite. Ha! Well, I'm laughing because we left. Our expectation wasn't met, but we had a great time. We decided not to change, not to moan, not to complain, not to explain, but to make the best of it. It was in a good location which suited my needs and the needs of the group. So we looked for the good. I know people who, at the beginning of the holiday, start filming all the faults so they can claim when they come back. They want to put a claim in, I'm going to get my money back, this wasn't up to expectations, that wasn't up to expectations. And they spoil the whole experience. Do you spoil your own experience by looking for faults? And maybe your expectations are unrealistic. We paid 900 baht for the room. 18 quid a night in Bangkok. Cheap as chips. What did we expect? And it would be wrong to expect a 5-star room. We'd have to spend 20,000 for a 5-star room in the location that we really wanted. So get real, guys, and take this lesson, this message, and look inward and ask yourself, what are your expectations? Are they realistic? And realise that if somebody shows you their true colours, you can't repaint them. That's what they are. So maybe you have to make some new choices or shift your expectations, because it's all about you. Fantastic affirmation. If it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. And if it's to be, it's up to you. And if you need a chat, I'm here for that. Be powerful. Enjoy your mind.